Here are some things that all good readers remember. Predict what the book will be about. Ask yourself questions as you read. Try and work out difficult words. Listen to yourself as you read. Reread when you need to. Can you predict what this book is about? Click on a book feature to find out. Title. The title tells you something about the story. Can you predict what the story is about by reading the title? Illustration. The illustration on the cover of the book shows you something that is happening in the story. The picture on the front of the book shows you something you will find inside the book. What does this picture show you? What is this illustration about? Blurb. The blurb is on the back cover. It gives you a quick summary of the story. Can you predict what the story is about by reading the blurb? Table of contents. The table of contents is a list of the chapters in the story. The Winner Is, written by Adele Broadbent, illustrated by Gary Rees. Click on the speaker on each page to hear the story read. If you get stuck, click on the Help button. If you are having trouble working out a word, try these strategies. Skip the word and read on to the end of the sentence. Can you guess what the word is now? Does it make sense and sound right? Look at the start of the word. What sound do you hear when you say the first letter? Can you sound out the first 2 or 3 letters? Look at the whole word. Are there any parts you can sound out? Break the word into syllables. Reread the whole sentence. Can you think of a word now that makes sense and sounds right? The Winner Is, written by Adele Broadbent, illustrated by Gary Rees. Contents. The School Fate, page 1. The Highest Score, page 4. Hitting the Targets, page 12. The Bungee Stretch, page 19. Dripping and Sliding, page 24. The Raffle Ticket, page 27. Map, page 31. Salt Spray School Needs You, page 32. Fate Food Wrap, page 34. Glossary, page 36. Characters. Carlo, Benji, Stace, Kylie, Maddie, Pumpkin. Chapter 1. The School Fate. Wow! It's even bigger than last year, I said. We looked across our school playing field. It was covered with lots of people. There are heaps more games this year. Which one will we play first? Said Benji. I want some fairy floss and a toffee apple, Kylie said. She tugged my arm. Little sisters are a pest. We had only just arrived at the fete. Mum said Kylie. Look, Kylie, there's Stace, I said. Let's catch her and get a toffee apple, Kylie, said Maddie. She grabbed Kylie's hand and raced off. Maddie was a good team player. Let's try the soccer shoot first, said Benji. That'll be easy. I won it last year. Chapter 2. The Highest Score. Benji and I paid our 50 cents and lined up for a turn. Sure enough, Benji kicked 4 goals out of 5. Congratulations, said the stall holder. That's our second highest score of the day. He gave Benji his prize, a chocolate football. Who got the highest score? I did, someone said. We turned around. There was Pumpkin Patterson with a hot dog and a fizzy drink. "I got top score on 3 other games too," he said. "They make the early games easy so more people want to have a go," said Benji. Pumpkin nearly choked on his hot dog. Are you saying I didn't win fair and square?" he said. "No," Benji said. "Just helped." Pumpkin looked like he was going to explode. Just then Maddie, Stace and Kylie arrived. "Look out," I said to Benji. Pumpkin went to shove him. He forgot that he was holding a fizzy drink. It shot out of his hand. Benji skipped sideways. The drink splashed over Maddie's t-shirt. Stace and Kylie didn't move fast enough either. The drink splashed over their legs and feet. Kylie burst into tears. "Pumpkin," said Maddie. "What did you do that for?" "It was his fault," said Pumpkin, pointing at Benji. "He said I cheated." Stace and Maddie looked at Benji. He looked at me, wanting backup. "Did I say he cheated? Did I?" he said. I shook my head. "Not exactly." Maddie looked at her dripping t-shirt. Kylie was crying even louder. "Come on," said Stace. "Let's wash this off at the water fountain." Benji and Pumpkin stood staring at each other. "I'll show you," said Pumpkin. "I'll play the games again. You'll see I'm the best." Benji nodded. I rolled my eyes and followed them to the nearest game. Pumpkin had challenged and Benji had accepted. Chapter 3. Hitting the targets. The line was short at the crockery crash. Benji had the first throw and knocked a plate off with his ball. Smash! The plate hit the floor. Pumpkin threw his first ball. It clipped a bowl. The bowl spun to the ground. Crash! At the end of their 3 balls, Pumpkin had knocked down 3 things, Benji too. "Just warming up," said Benji. We went over to the ring toss. Pumpkin took his turn first. He missed the targets with his first 2 rings. The 3rd ring landed over the spike. "Well done," said the stall holder. Pumpkin wasn't happy. We both stood back to watch Benji's turn. Benji spent some time lining up his targets. The first ring landed over a spike. "Awesome, Benji," I said. Just then, Stace, Maddie and Kylie came back. "What's happening?" said Stace. I told the girls about the challenge. When Benji's next 2 throws landed over spikes, I smiled. Pumpkin won the crockery crash, but Benji has won the ring toss, so they're even. Benji waved his lollipop prize. "Next!" Pumpkin pointed at the sponge throw and walked off to line up. Even Pumpkin smiled when he saw who was in the target circle. It was Mr. Hayworth, the principal. Pumpkin aimed his wet sponge and threw. Splat! Mr. Hayworth laughed. His face was dripping from the direct hit. Pumpkin hit Mr. Hayworth twice, but Benji only got him once. The wet sponges were heavy. "Okay, boys, it's your turn up here," Mr. Hayworth said. "No way," said Benji. We all raced off after him to the bungee stretch. Chapter 4. The Bungee Stretch. We heard the loudspeaker when we got to the bungee stretch line. "Ladies and gentlemen, the auction is about to begin. Roll up for some amazing items." We were in luck. Lots of kids left the line to join in the auction. "Benji, You have to win this one to be even again. Pumpkin is one ahead, I said. The stall holder tied a long strip of rubber around Benji's waist. "Okay, son, do you know what to do?" he said. There was a can of fizzy drink at the end of an inflatable mat. The man sprayed the inflatable mat with water and then dishwashing detergent. "I know what to do," said Benji. He looked serious. Benji backed away as far as the bungee cord would let him. Then he sprinted towards the mat. He got halfway along it when his feet slipped. Splat! He slid back along the mat through the soapy water. Benji jogged back for another go. Again he slipped before he reached the fizzy drink and slid back. On his final try, he took a deep breath and raced towards the prize. Chapter 5. Dripping and Sliding. "Go, Benji! Go, Benji!" we shouted. Benji leapt along the slippery mat, his eyes on the prize. The bungee cord tightened. Benji leaned forward, stretching the rubber even more. His fingertips touched the can. He grabbed it just as his feet went out from under him. Benji held the prize in the air as he was untied. He was dripping with soap suds. Pumpkin missed by centimetres on his first 2 turns. He made his final run. He stretched, reached, and touched the can. It fell. Whoosh! His feet flew in the air. He slid back through the soapy water without the prize. "Yes!" Benji and I shouted. Chapter 6. The Raffle Ticket. "So we're even," said Benji while Pumpkin was untied. "I suppose," said Pumpkin. We heard the loudspeaker again. "Ladies and gentlemen, the raffle has been drawn. Third prize is ticket number 32. "That's me," said a woman. "Second prize goes to number 17. A man waved his ticket. "The winner is ticket number 42. Stace looked at her ticket. "Benji, that's you," she said. "Remember you asked me to hold your ticket before the bungee stretch?" She put the ticket into Benji's hand. He looked at the ticket. Then he looked at Pumpkin's face. "Oh, that ticket. So I won the ring toss, the bungee stretch, and the raffle. 3 prizes," he said. Benji gave Stace a high five. "Thanks, Stace. That's teamwork," he said. The look on Pumpkin's face was worth it, I said. Team Turbo wins again. Map. Salt Spray School needs you to come to the fete. Saturday, 10 a.m. till 4 p.m. Family fun. Fabulous food. Crockery crash. Soccer shoot. Ring toss. Bungee stretch. Sponge throw with special celebrity guest. Auction special. Raffle prizes. Fate Food Wrap by Benji Hasluck.
Fairy floss, toffee, apples, munch, munch, munch. Hot dogs, chocolate logs, crunch, crunch, crunch. Hot chips, fizzy drinks, slurp, slurp, slurp. After lunch, bungee stretch, burp, burp, burp.
Glossary. Challenge. To invite someone to a competition. Cheat. To try to win by tricking people. Congratulations. To show someone that you are pleased about their success. Detergent. Something used for cleaning. Word wiper. Remember this page from The Winner Is? Uh-oh, here comes the word wiper. The word wiper has wiped away 5 words. Can you put them back? Drag the correct word into the space, then click on Check. Brilliant! Try the next word. Try again. You can do it. Good try. This is the correct word. Click Next. Drag the correct word into the space, then click on Check. Try again. You can do it. Good try. This is the correct word. Drag the correct word into the space, then click on Check. That's great. Try the next word. Wonderful word work. Click Next to go to the next page. Remember this page from The Winner Is? Uh-oh, here comes the word wiper. The word wiper has wiped away 5 words. Can you put them back? Drag the correct word into the space, then click on Check. That's great. Try the next word. Try again. You can do it. Good try. This is the correct word. Drag the correct word into the space, then click on Check. That's great. Try the next word. That's great. Try the next word. That's great. They're all done. Click on Print to print your word wiper page, or click Next to finish. Sausage sizzle. Look at these sentences from The Winner Is. Listen to this word, bungee. It has a G that sounds like J. See how many sausages you can cook on the barbecue. Drag the sausages with a G that sounds like a J onto the barbecue. If you want to check a word, roll the mouse over it to hear it read. Click on Go Good work. Type the words with the G that sounds like J, then click Go. Excellent! You got them all. Click on Print to print your Silly Story Writer. Write a silly story for The Winner Is. Follow the instructions to write your silly story, then click Next. Great job! The raffle prize. A silly story from The Winner Is. Now you can read your silly story. Click on Edit if you need to make any changes. Click on Print if you're happy with the story.